Let's see if we can drop into a little bit of this together. I want to do an EFT tapping round together with you guys and a little bit of like hypnotic visualization that we can drop into. So we've kind of unpacked some of these real reasons why people get stuck, why the nervous system resists, even though that success you consciously want, you understand. And we're going to drop into this quick practice here that's going to just speak directly to the part of you that has been trying to stay safe through these patterns, through patterns like overthinking and procrastinating and approval seeking and holding back. So this is kind of an integration here. And we'll start with EFT and then we're going to drop into kind of a hypnotic visualization. But first, I want you guys to check in and I want you to put a number in the chat. And while you do this, I'm going to read through the chat because I'm sure I've missed a few things. But we're going to rate this on a scale of 0 to 10, where like 10 is kind of like, well, I'll read the statement. The statement that we're going off of here is, it's safe to be visible, successful, and fully self-honoring in my life and work. Okay? So how true or untrue does that feel for you right now? So 0 being not at all, and 10 being fully aligned and believing it completely. How does that feel in your body? So the higher we can get the number, the better. And I want to make sure this is clear too, because I want you to look at this on a body level. Like when you're actually doing those things that get you visible, that make you successful, and that are fully self-honoring, how safe does that feel? Because it's one thing to say it when you're not trying to do the thing, but when you're trying to do the thing, then how safe does it feel? Because that's the truth of the matter that really needs to be addressed. So if the number is really high, then it's kind of like saying, I don't really have any of the blocks that we're talking about today, if that makes sense. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to tap. It's gonna be a follow the leader. And if you guys have done this with me before, you're gonna know what we're doing. So we're gonna start, and we're working on it being safer to rise and receive. Okay. Even though part of me has learned to stay small.
Even though a part of me has learned to stay small.
Overgive and overthink.
Overgive and overthink.
So that I can stay safe.
So that I can stay safe.
I deeply and completely honor how smart that part of me is.
I deeply and completely honor how smart that part of me is.
And I'm open to new safety that comes from within.
I am open to new safety that comes from within.
Even though I have been taught that rest,
even though I have been taught that rest,
visibility, or saying no could cost me love or belonging.
Or saying no could cost me love or belonging.
Ready to rewrite those rules.
I am ready to rewrite those rules.
And return to my own truth now.
And to return to my own truth now.
Even though success hasn't always felt safe in my body.
Even though success hasn't always felt safe in my body.
Open to creating a new relationship with it.
I am open to creating a new relationship with this.
One that feels nourishing, self-honoring, and aligned.
One that feels nourishing, self-honoring, and aligned.
All right, now we're going to move through the other points and you guys can just follow me. What would it take to trust my nervous system to handle more?
What would it take to trust my nervous system to handle more?
What if I don't have to earn or prove anymore?
What if I did not have to earn or prove anymore?
I have done so much from fear.
I have done so much from fear.
What would it be like to rise from love?
What would it be like to rise from love?
It feels scary to let go of old survival patterns.
It feels scary to let go of old survival patterns.
But I am so tired of shrinking.
But I am so tired of shrinking.
I'm learning that the more I regulate,
And learning the more I regulate,
the more I rise.
the more I rise.
My old version of success was survival based.
My old version of success was survival based.
This new version is nervous system led.
This new version is nervous system led.
And I get to experience that support and embody my dreams.
I get to experience that support and embody my dreams.
Honor that part of me that's been protecting me.
Honor that part of me that's been protecting me.
And I'm showing my system a new kind of safety now.
And I am showing my system a new kind of safety now.
I can be seen and safe.
I can be seen and safe.
I can be supported and free.
I can be supported and free.
I can shift from procrastination into action
I can shift from procrastination into action
and be aligned and abundant.
to be aligned and abundant.
I can rise and still feel like me.
I can rise and still feel like me.
My body is learning
My body is learning
and I'm allowed to expand.
and I am allowed to expand.
I'm showing myself with micro commitments
I am showing myself with micro commitments
and baby steps
and baby steps
that it's safe to receive it all.
that it is safe to receive it all.
And those things build upon each other,
And those things build upon each other,
creating a foundation for success
creating a foundation for success
that I have never before experienced.
that I have never before experienced.
All right, thank you, Alicia. And let's take a deep breath. I want you all to just drop in and close your eyes. Exhale slowly. Let your hands rest gently. If it feels good, just position them in your lap. Imagine a version of you who no longer has to fight to succeed. This version of you that feels grounded and clear and at ease. And this version is no longer waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting for anything negative to happen. This version trusts in divine timing, intuition, the ability to navigate it all. And you can see her or him now just glowing with confidence, creating without force, receiving without guilt. This version of you sets clear and clean boundaries, doesn't need any permission. This version walks into every room like they belong, because they do. And you feel this shift, this new identity forming and rising in you. The more you breathe, the more it comes online. Let yourself feel from the calm in your nervous system as you merge with this new identity, the relaxed readiness in your energy, the clarity of your next step. Let your higher self show you how to move from safety, not pressure, from desire, not duty. And when you're ready, take a deep breath in, wiggle your fingers and toes, and open your eyes and come back into the Zoom room with me. And I want you to tune back in to that statement that we rated initially. It's safe to be visible, successful, and fully self-honoring in my life and my work. And I want you to notice where your number is. How much did it increase by from the beginning? Whether that shift is big or small, just notice it. And if you're able to, you can put those numbers in the chat. And any other comments as to, anything about that experience or how that may have felt for you. And I want to just kind of bring all of this full circle because we are getting close to the end here. I want you to remember what I want you to remember before you potentially, get off of this call and maybe return to some kind of a unhelpful pattern or sprint to a to-do list or whatever chaos may be cultivating or supporting, that you're supporting energetically that's keeping you separate from your goals. I want you to remember you don't need to change who you are. You just need to feel safe being all of who you are. Okay? Even the part that might need like a color coded planner or spreadsheet, or the part that wants to take a nap in the sun and ignore notifications for a week, all of those parts. Because ease isn't laziness and rest isn't weakness. Okay. We were never intended to be on 24/7. Like I mentioned, the different cycles, the different ebbs and flows to our life that need to be honored. And they have such ability to be leveraged if we respect them and get conscious of them. But I want you to understand that being seen isn't dangerous, even though your nervous system might still be raising an eyebrow about it. And looking at some of these things here, and a lot of higher numbers. That's awesome. And again, this was like what, 5 minutes of dropping in. Like this wasn't a full session or anything else. This was just taking a little bit off the top, and a lot of those numbers went up nicely. So yeah, beautiful. And Kim asked, how do people work with you? I'm happy to share more about that in a moment. Thank you for asking. Um, so yeah, when you're aligned with your nervous system instead of constantly overriding it, whether that's with caffeine or masculine energy, you just naturally begin to stop overgiving like your worth depends on it. You begin to set boundaries with more grace instead of panic or passive aggression. You're able to receive more without that guilt or giving detailed justification. And you're able to create with clarity and confidence and even joy. And those things are so important. So I'd love to know what's like one word to describe how you want to feel in your life, in your business, and your relationships moving forward. Is there anything that comes to mind, whether it's grounded or free or calm or whatever it is? I just want you to kind of claim that for yourself as we kind of begin to wrap up. And I'd also love to know what landed deepest for you today. Is there a pattern that you're seeing more clearly that you couldn't quite name before? Those things are important to see also. See a lot of confident. Yep. Confidence is honestly the main thing that is so incredibly important when we're working on any of these things. And I think it's at the heart of it because so many of the different challenges and things that we're facing have to do with feelings of not being enough in one way or another. So we counterbalance that by creating real, true, authentic confidence. And everything else really does ripple out from there, whatever the things are that you want to work on. Um, yeah, that a dysregulated nervous system isn't who I truly am. Absolutely. Yeah, safe to be seen, all of these things. These are all beautiful. All right. So let me share a few things with you guys that I want you to make sure I give, impart to you and give before we wrap up.